According to a media report, the Indian Navy has decided to drop the plan to procure 37 carrier-based fighter jets from an international vendor, and now the twin-engine deck-based fighter program will be taken as a priority mission. The Aeronautical Development Agency and the Navy are close to finalize the final design specifications of the 4.5++ generation TEDBF aircraft, and its research and development cost will be around 13,000 crore rupees. The TEDBF program needs to be cleared from the Defence Acquisition Council, so that 60% of the funds can come from the government and 40% from the Navy's budget. The Aeronautical Development Agency and Navy will need to agree on minimum order unit of the TEDBF aircraft, which is expected to be around 100 units, that will be enough for 3 carrier strike groups. The rollout of the first prototype will happen in 2025, and the first flight has been scheduled for 2026, and production will start in 2030. The DRDO chief has confirmed that initial prototypes of the TEDBF will be powered by the American F-414 engines, but the production batches will switch to a new indigenous high-powered 110 kN thrust class engine that will be jointly developed by DRDO's gas turbine research establishment with the British manufacturer Rolls-Royce. There is also a new development, that the Indian Navy has not ruled out the development of a naval variant of the N-AMCA that may or may not be used as a deck-based fighter jet in very small numbers. Russian engineers have arrived to install parts of the aviation complex on board INS Vikrant that will eventually pave the way for flight trials on the first indigenous aircraft carrier. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited has also successfully developed and delivered the integrated platform management system for newly built INS Vikrant. Cochin Shipyard's former director of operations has said that he was confident that another carrier of similar size could be built within 6 years' time. A senior electrical overseer officer has said that the power used in the ship can light up half of the Kochi city, and the exact power generated in the ship cannot be disclosed as it was classified information. The Ministry of Defence has released a request for proposal to procure 140 lightweight compact and portable radio relay systems for mountains for the Indian Army under Buy Indian category, and will be deployed in diverse terrains in high-altitude areas, mountains and hilly areas. The 35 kg radio relay system will be mounted on a light vehicle like the Tata Safari Storm, that is ergonomically designed with adequate provisions for ventilation. The radio relay should be capable of continuous working on a single set basis for 48 hours without breakdown and overheating problems. The Indian government has decorated Wing Commander Varun Singh from the 45 Squadron Flying Daggers with a Shaurya Chakra. On 12 October 2020, he was flying a system check sortie in Tejas light combat aircraft, but the cockpit pressurization failed at a high altitude, that was followed with the failure of flight control system, that led to total loss of control, and the aircraft pitched to the extremities of G limits. He regained control of the aircraft and safely landed the fighter jet, that averted the loss of a Tejas light combat aircraft and possible loss of life and civilian property on the ground. The Indian government has also decorated the commanding officer of a Su-30 squadron group, Captain Parminder Antil, with the Shaurya Chakra. During a sortie on 21st of September 2020, he experienced vicious oscillations in the longitudinal and lateral planes with gravitational forces rapidly varying from +9 g to -1.5 g, and the aircraft uncontrollably banked to the left. He manually dampened the aircraft oscillations, and also checked the safety of his weapon system operator on the rear seat. The Su-30 once again encountered vicious oscillations, but the officer applied his superior skills and landed the Su-30 with some unconventional recovery actions. Indian Army's Scout Masters team have arrived at the Novosibirsk airport in Russia. After a traditional bread and salt ceremony by the host Russia, the Indian national anthem was played by the Russian military band. The Army Scouts Masters competition is a part of International Army Games directed by Russia, that is designed to forge strong ties with friendly foreign countries and enhance team spirit. The Indian Army had won the 5th International Army Scout Masters competition held in 2019, which saw the participation of 8 teams including China. Cochin Shipyard has laid the keel of 3 floating border outpost vessels that is being built for Border Security Force. The 3 floating border outpost vessels are 46 meters long and are part of a series of 9 vessels that are being built for the water wing of the Border Security Force, which will act as the strategic base stations at the borders.